Are you treating your patients for free? Well, we want to remind you of a best practice workflow step that you should be doing, especially in the beginning of the year, that ensures that you'll be taking full advantage of all the available revenue opportunities and help reduce your accounts receivable. We're talking about eligibility verification. As many of you may already know, most insurance deductibles start over with a new balance on the first of each year, which means that you should be collecting a deductible from those patients and or a copay. However, some of you probably don't have time to sit on the phone for hours with the insurance companies to verify the deductibles for each patient. That can be very time-consuming, almost a full-time job. Unfortunately, some offices do skip this step, which can result in unpaid balances. It can also result in rejected claims and ultimately treating your patients for free. This also causes more work on the back end trying to go back and collect from those patients that owe a deductible or copay, using even more of your office staff time. They could be using that elsewhere. So we want to take a few minutes to show you a feature in your Medisoft that will help you with this step, with this process. So if you're using the office hours scheduler, which is the calendar that's within your Medisoft, you can actually set up an eligibility task with our preferred clearinghouse to where it'll automatically run eligibility verification right from your calendar. So you would not have to use staff for that, to call each insurance payer. You would simply just go in and check your calendar each day to see which ones came back inactive. So this is what the calendar looks like prior to the eligibility verification being ran. As you can see, you have these large question marks here at the end of each appointment. And that's what it looks like before eligibility has been run. Let me show you what it looks like afterward. Your calendar is going to have the appointments flagged with either a green flag showing that the eligibility verification results came back with active coverage, or a red X showing that it came back with inactive coverage. So that's one way you can prevent seeing your patients for free and prevent your AR from increasing. So if it comes back with inactive coverage, you can contact the patient ahead of time. And again, you'll set this up so it runs 2 or 3 days prior to the appointment. So you have adequate time to contact the patient, to verify to make sure you have the correct policy, because policy numbers also change at the beginning of the year. So you can contact the patient, verify the policy number, or make arrangements for other payments. Or you can also reschedule that appointment if you need. And if it comes back with the green flag, then you know they had active coverage. That's when you'll be able to go into the eligibility verification report, and I'll show you that in just a moment, and see whether or not they have a deductible and a copayment. There's 2 ways to access the eligibility verification report. The first way, you can do it right through your office hours scheduler by right-clicking on the appointment and go to eligibility verification. F10 is your shortcut key if you'd like to use that. When you click on that, you're going to get this screen here. Let me adjust that a little bit. Sorry about that. It's the eligibility verification results screen. And on this screen, it's going to attach the report on the bottom half of the screen here under the Details tab. I'm going to pull a copy of that report up in just a moment here. The second way you can access that eligibility verification report is through the patient's case. There's an eligibility button on the far right-hand side of the screen that's activated when you're using our preferred clearinghouse. You can click on that eligibility button, and it brings you to the eligibility verification screen. The first time you open the screen for a patient before they've been verified, it will say failed and inactive. After you run the report, that's going to update to say approved and active. I'm sorry, completed and active. The bottom half of the screen is where it keeps a copy of the report. So you can access that report here. And when you first run eligibility, I'll show you the report, also a full report, so you can see the full view. This is a sample of the eligibility response. It's called a 271 report. This is the standard report that comes back from the all insurance payers through the clearinghouses. And just highlight a few pieces of information here. It gives you the plan begin date, so you can see when that plan actually started, whether it's active or not. It also gives you the coverage description of what kind of plan it is. It gives you the deductible amount and you can see how much is remaining. And at the bottom here, you can see the copayment amount as well. And it will give you the copayment amount for different types of visits, whether it's a physician office visit, specialist, hospital, urgent care. It gives you all the copay amounts there as well. So you can see how using the eligibility verification service will definitely save you some time. And it is a real-time eligibility verification, so that means it's what's in the insurance payer system at the time that you run that report. So using our preferred clearinghouse, you'll be able to run or set up the eligibility verification task, so it will check your appointments on your calendars 2 to 3 days ahead of time. Then you'll have adequate time to follow up on the ones that are flagged inactive before you see the patients and provide free service. So you also will always have that copy, the stored copy of this eligibility response report attached to your patient's account. So you can always use that at a later time if you need to. So another way to verify eligibility verification is through our online portal. This is the clearinghouse portal you'll have access to if you have an account with our preferred clearinghouse. You would simply click on the verification tab here on the main menu and go to new eligibility request. This is the screen that's going to load. You're going to populate either the NPI or the tax ID for the provider. That's going to fill in the provider's first and last name. Next, you're going to select the insurance payer that you want to verify. There's also a Find Payer button on the right-hand side that'll take you to the payer search screen, so you can search the payer list if you're not sure exactly how it's named in the payer list. Next, you're going to select what kind of coverage you want to verify. So this way of doing eligibility verification lets you narrow down on a specific service, like anesthesia, for example. There's several different specific services listed here. Or you can get the general overall health benefit plan coverage for the patient's account. You can also specify a specific date of service as well, doing it this way. You'll need to then plug in the patient's policy number, the patient's last name and first name, last name, the gender, and their date of birth. Once you've plugged those pieces of information in at the very bottom right-hand corner, you're simply going to click Submit, and it's going to produce the information down below showing that the account has active coverage. It's going to give you the patient information, which this is all fake information, and subscriber information. And beneath that, you can see it's giving you the co-insurance percentages. Towards the top of the screen where it says Select View, you can select to view copay. We're currently reviewing co-insurance, but we can change that to view the copay information. We can view deductible information. And again, that's going to tell you the annual amount and the remaining amount, so you can see what's remaining once that plan starts over at the beginning of the year. You can also see the limitations and the out-of-pocket information as well for the plan, for the coverage plan. So that's another way you can do eligibility verification as well. We hope this helps you in your workflow. Again, it's something that we definitely suggest is the best practice workflow. And please contact one of our account reps if you want information about our preferred clearinghouse, and we can help get this set up for you. Thank you so much for choosing ASCOM.
Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video and found it helpful. If you did, let us know by giving us a thumbs up by clicking on the like button below. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, feel free to write those in the comment section below. And if you want to get more helpful videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks.